All right, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Okay. All right, so they want to learn about Power BI. That's what we are starting today. And I'll need the session to be very interactive. So, do we know about Power BI? Let's just start like that. Like, what do we know about Power BI? I know we've been doing Excel, we've been doing SQL, but what do we know about Power BI? Can anybody answer? Doesn't have to be too professional. Let's just say anything about Power BI too.
Okay, so I'll probably say that Power BI is a visualization tool. That is, you can use Power BI to represent your data, like in, I shouldn't say pictures though, but like use Power BI to represent your data in like graphs and charts and the likes.
Thank you. Anybody else? We can unmute to speak. Shoaib says visualization tool. Okay, interactive and can sync with ERPs. Okay, do you have any other thing that I want to add? Any other person before we continue? Okay, I think that has nobody wants to say any other thing. Thank you, Noye, for that. Like Noye said, Power BI is a visualization tool, and what it's basically used for is to connect various data sources. So these data sources can be from maybe your SQL database. It can be from anywhere, as long as it's an open source. So you can also use Power BI, to transform and shape your data. You can also use it to create interactive visualization and reports. That's the end goal of the Power BI. So the end goal is for you to be able to do a very good report and then make an informed decision based on that report. That's what businesses use now. Power BI, I mean, the full meaning of the Power BI is the Power Business Intelligence. So unlike, I think this one is more like, bringing everything together. Everything I mean is you're bringing in your PowerPoint, the way the PowerPoint looks like. You're bringing in your Power Query, you're bringing in your Excel, you're bringing everything in one, just for you to see how everything look like, the environment, just in one tool. So like I said, I hope we're following.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Sure.
Okay. Please, you can bring me back if there's anything you don't understand. The idea of this particular meeting is to open us up to, give us an overview of what Power BI is. Then from there, we learn how to import our data. Then we can now visualize the data. That's the idea of this first meeting, this first session. So going forward, I would say, okay, so we've known what Power BI is. We can use it to, connect data from various sources to transform and shape the data, then interact with the data that you have brought, create reports, and then make informed decisions. So in connecting the data, like I said before, there are data sources where you can get this thing from. One of the places that you can get, like I mentioned databases before, that's your MySQL. We did that, I think, last week. We wrapped that up last week. Then you can use your Excel, you can get data from your Excel, you can get data from any cloud service, you can get from online platform. Then to transform this data, it's more like you cleaning the data, although I think it's important that you do your cleaning on the Excel sheet before you import any data into Power BI. But in case you still need to do some other cleaning, maybe you got the data from someone and then maybe they didn't clean it well, Power BI also does cleaning. And to do that, you like go to the trial. We'll see all of them when we want to start. When we want to start doing the practical. So in doing that, you import your data and then you try to transform it. So it is when you are transforming it, they are doing some sort of cleaning. You want to clean it, so you transform and then you shape it. You use the Power Query editor, which is very interactive. It's user-friendly. You can do anything with it. Then we also have the aspect of data modeling. So that one helps you create relationships. It helps you create relationship between different data tables. Then you can even do some sort of measurements. You can do calculations. You can calculate columns and the likes of it. Then at the end of the day, it does visualization. So the visualization is when you bring up charts, you use the data that you have imported and you have loaded into the Power BI environment, you'd create charts. So you can create charts, you can create graphs, you can create maps, you can create tables. It depends on how you want to visualize that data. Most times, it's something that is really very interactive. Like you get to interact, you get to ask questions. You need to even have questions that you want to ask your data. So you're asking your data some questions like, okay, so that you want to know the profit that a particular region has made. You want to know maybe the top 10 countries revenue. You want to know all things like that. So you just have in mind that at the back of your mind that you must have questions that you want to ask your data. That's when you know where you are headed. Then Power BI tool also helps us, share. You can share your reports online. The only thing, what you just have to do is to publish it. So once you get your visualized data published, then it's visible to everyone. You publish and then you share it to whoever you want to share it to via email, and that's what it is. So we also have different types of Power BI that you can install. So there are some of them that are mobile responsive. So they support the use of mobile. So you have your Power BI mobile. Then you have your Power BI desktop, which is what we are going to be working with. Then you also have Power BI service. That one is the online, the one that is connected to the cloud. Then, okay, I think that's what we really have. I mean, there are others, but we can just check them. There are others. Maybe some of them are paid version, the premium per user, the premium capacity, Power BI Pro, and the likes of it. So, but for the purpose of this meeting and this session, we are going to be using Power BI Desktop. And I want to believe that everyone has downloaded and installed the Power BI application. Have we done that? Have we all installed?
Yes.
Okay, who has not installed the Power BI? Please, if you haven't, please let us know what the problem is, because we have to work together, and that's the importance of this session. That's the importance. We need to learn, do it by ourselves. So if you haven't, please can you speak up now before we go into the practical. Okay, I think everybody has installed it. Okay, before we go on, also Power BI also it helps us to do some sort of integration with this Power BI desktop. Can do some sort of integration with Azure, Office 365, then Excel, like I said before. So by leveraging on the existing data that you have installed. Then what is even the use of this Power BI? What's the usefulness of Power BI? Why Power BI? Why not any other tool? Why not Excel? Why not PowerPoint? Because PowerPoint too does some sort of visualization. Why not Excel? Excel too, you can, at least with your pivot table, you can do anything. You can ask your data some kind of questions, even if it is manual. But why is Power BI useful? I said this session will be very interactive. I'm not hearing anybody. Please, who wants to answer that? Why is Power BI useful? Why is it useful? I need responses, please. Why is Power BI useful?
Yeah, hello. For me,
Yes.
you have mentioned virtually all the usefulness of Power BI. Visualizing data, it helps you to import data from various sources, including online, and then you can merge everything together and present a visual representation of your data, regardless of whichever source you are bringing it. I think it's more interactive and let me say more robust than the conventional PowerPoints and Excel. That's what I can say for now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You have said the usefulness. I mean, thank you very much. Who else wants to talk? Do we have any other thing to say? Who else wants to?
I think you and the person that spoke last, I would say I've captured it all, the usefulness of Power BI. So the fact that you're also were able to also integrate Excel in it, and then there's always it updates like every other tool. So I think it has more added functionality than the other ones that we are yet to see. Maybe by the time we start using it, we'll see that. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. Yes, we have all said everything, like in a nutshell, we have said everything. I mean, the fact that you can pull in reports from different sources and you can work on them, you can, generate insights from the data that you have gotten together, put together. I mean, that's why Power BI is really, really important and very useful. And that's what businesses have been using. I mean, there are different levels to it. So yes, Power BI is very, very important for visualization and for drawing insights. Then again, for the Power BI desktop, the one from Microsoft too, it's like gives you the opportunity. It's like there's a regular update. It's even automatic. You don't have to, do anything. Just all you just need to do is to check your version. I'm sure as you have even installed your version, you should be seeing maybe the latest update should be May 23rd. We made this year, something like that. So it's like it updates automatically. So any new component, any added feature, anything that is new is automatic updates for the Power BI desktop. And that's what it is. So since we have all installed the Power BI, let's just go into exactly if it was installed from Microsoft Store. Yes. So the one that we are using, I'm sure that's what Noyen shared on the group. I'm sure that's what she shared, the Power BI desktop. She's supposed to be from the Microsoft Store. Thank you, Shraib, for that. So I'll just, share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I would like everybody to open your Power BI application so that we can get started. So the first thing you want to do is, let me go in first. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to import your data. You want to import your data from any source. We have, let me just open this so you see where. Okay, if you look at this place, you'd see like the various places where you can get your data from. So you can get your data from Excel, you can get your data from maybe any CSV file, XML, every other thing that has been listed here, you can get your data from any of these. You can connect using any of these. So, but for the purpose of this meeting, we are going to be using the Excel workbook. But before we even continue, so we have this report view here. Can you see my mouse?
Yeah.
Okay. So this report view here is giving you the whatever data you want to visualize. That is where you're going to be visualizing this data. That's where the report is. That's where you're going to be doing your visualization. Then we have the data view. So anything you import, you'd see it in this place. So whatever you import, you see it in this place. Then you have your model view. The model view is where you see, where you do some sort of measurements. You want to do calculation, you want to do, it's where the relationship, where you have the relationship, you want to join or you want to merge some data, you want to merge data together. This is where you get to see all of that. So it shows the relationship of your data using how it connects to their unique identifier and the likes of it. So that's where you see this. Going back here. So this is where you have your visualization tool. Where you have your visualization tool, you can visualize using start bar, just like we have in PowerPoint, you have in Excel. All of them are here. We even have slicer. You can bring in table. You can do virtually everything that you can, think of. Then when you bring in your data, this is where you see your data. It's the fields, where you have the fields. This is your field. It's the data that is loaded here. Then your filter. So you want to filter any of your data. This is where you'd see all of that. So okay, let me just import. On. Okay, let me share this first before. Let me share this with everyone so that we all work together. Just give me some minutes. Let me share this to the group. Okay, I just dropped the document that we are working with. If you have seen it, please let me know.
Can you please drop it on the group chat?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, I've dropped it on the group chats. If you have seen it, let me know.
Same.
Yes. Same.
Okay. Please, everybody, try to download it now. And let me know once you have downloaded. So you just go to the get data. My laptop is a bit. Okay, I'm not sharing. Let me share. So once you've downloaded it, just click on your get data, then Excel workbook. And then let me flip this. Okay. Then you click on connect. Okay, so I forgot to mention. Okay, well, maybe I mentioned this, but let me just mention it again. Let me just say it again. So when you want to when you want to import your data, it's good for you to have changed it to a table format. You convert your table to a table format. I think we should all know how to do that one on Excel. You convert to table formats, then you can now load the data that you want. So this is the data that we are working with. Have you all gotten to this stage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I need more yeses. I'm not getting yes, so that we can all move to.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. So like this data is cleaned because there is no, it's clean. Let me see if we need. Okay. I don't want us to have too many unnecessary things. So I want to take out cost per cookie. I want to take out cost per cookie. So I'll go to transform data. Then I'll go to where the cost per cookie is. Then I click on it, and then you right click and then you remove it.
The screen is not
You're not
sharing.
seeing
The
this
screen.
screen.
Okay, why? I'm complaining. And it says I'm sharing screen. Let me stop share and reshare. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let me just go back on what I did. So I said that I don't want to see the cost per cookie. Have people gotten to this place?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So we don't really need this cost per cookie, and we want to take it out. So you highlight the cost per cookie, then you right click and then remove the colon. So anything you do here, anything you want to maybe edit, you want to take out, you want to add anything, you'd see it in these apply steps. So this one cannot do Control Z like the Excel sheet. So if you want to go back on what you have done, you just click here, you see this cancel button, and then you remove, then you see it back. So, but we want to take it out. Is there any other thing we do not really need? Okay. So we want to just
Number.
say again.
Month number.
Okay, so we should remove the month number. So right click it and then we remove. Then this month name, you might just want to change it, and you want to make it maybe just month. So you just double tap on what you have there, then you click okay. Have you gotten to this stage?
No, I'm having problem editing. I can see.
Okay, what's the problem?
Unfortunately, mine is not. It's kind of gray. If you look at the bottom, there's load and transform data. I'm trying to actually right click or at the top of the cookie to highlight it, but it's not giving me that option.
Okay.
It's not letting me.
It's not giving the load and transform data. Well, please, let me stop share. Can you share your screen? Let me see.
Okay, I'm actually using. Okay,
Your
let
phone.
me try and log in. Yeah, I'm actually using my phone, so I'm working on my laptop.
Okay.
You understand? Am I supposed to click transform data?
Yes, you're supposed to click transform data. So the first thing you're saying is load. The next one is to transform.
Okay, so it's happening. Okay, so it has. I've gotten that now.
Okay,
And then
so
cost per cookie now.
yeah, so you highlight the cost per cookie.
Yes.
Then you right click on it. You see remove.
Remove. Okay. Oh, okay.
Then you go to we remove. What did we remove again? I think we removed. What did we remove again? What's we removed? Month number. So you can remove month number too.
Okay.
Then we are on the month name. So you remove the name. That one you just double click on the month. Then you edit the name and then click enter.
Oh, okay.
So we are good now.
Very good.
All right. So we are done.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We are done doing removing what we do not need. So then you come up here, this close and apply. So you close and apply. Okay, I need to reshare now. I think anytime we close. Okay. Coming, I'm still. Okay.
Eniola, sorry. Just
Yes.
to ask, were there any reasons why we removed those columns or we just don't need them? The month name, the cost per cookie. I know it's just ordinary data, but it's just a reason. Just wanted to know.
Okay, there are some data that may not really be important for what you want to do. So it's just better you take it out.
All right, thank you.
Welcome. All right, so I'm sure everybody is on this page right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
You look to your right where you see the data. Remember I said anything you import, you see them on this side. So you click on your financials and then you see all you have there. Can we all see what we have there? Is it showing for us like this?
Yes.
Okay. So if you come to your left, the data view, like I said before, you see your data, you see everything that you have imported. Because there are you don't have any other thing apart from this particular report, then there is no relationship whatsoever that you think. But if peradventure you brought in any other reports from anywhere, this is where you see it. You see the link, the relationship between the tables. So let's go to our visualization, the reports. So what can we try to ask this data some questions, and let's see what we can come up with. So what do we want to know about this data? So this data is a report. This data is the company Kevin Cookie Financials. So you have the profits, you have the revenue, you have the countries where they sell these products, you have the products that they sell, the units sold, you have the month, you have so many data here, the years. So what can we ask this data?
I guess we can ask which product or which product brings in the most profits.
Okay. If I heard you correctly, you want to know the product that brings the most profit, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you come to this side where you have your data, and then you tick the product box. Okay, so we are seeing this is how it's supposed to load for us. Then you want to bring in the profit. You can pick anyhow you want to do it. You can either drag and drop, and then you are seeing it like this. So this is I'm coming. Let me Let me go back on this. I'm coming. Okay. So first, I'm coming. I just want to insert a text box and then name this TM, this dashboard. So what name can I give the dashboard? Okay, so we can increase the font and increase the font size. Maybe, let's say 14. Then I'll make it bold. I'll put it in the middle. This is okay. Have we all done this? So if you want to name your reports, you want to name your dashboard, what you are doing. So you can just come to the text box here and then name your reports. You can, yeah. So back to the question Nonye asked. So if we want to know which product brings the most profit. So we have the product here. You come to the right side, then you check the product box. Have we all done that?
Yep.
Okay. Then you'd also check your profits. And this tells you that chocolate chip brings in the most, brings in the highest profit. But you don't really want it to look like this. You want to make it, maybe make your reports look fine, which is the essence of Power BI. So you can come here and, choose, you want to choose, let's say you choose, yeah, so you choose a column chart. You want to see which product brings in the most profits. You can change the charts anyhow you want to do it. You can drag the charts to wherever you want to put it. Just go outside the box, cut it. You can drag it anywhere you want to put it. So let's put it here. So this is profits by product. We can see the chocolate chip. Are we all together? Have we done this? So this has answered Nonye's question. You can change the chart. You can turn into a pie chart, and then you get to see it this way. This one even comes with percentage. You can see the percentage. You can pick any of this, but whichever one suits the purpose of what you want to do. You can either use this one or you use the column chart. Have we done this?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I saw one question in the chat. Okay, so Joy wants to know which country has the highest sales. Okay, so just like we did for this one, we also come to where we have our data. So what are the two things that we need for this one? What are the two things we need for this one?
Country. And
country and
Units sold.
Okay. So let's bring in our units sold and let's bring in our country. Okay. So this is telling you now that Canada has the highest units sold. So units sold by country. So you might want to focus more on Canada. So these are the kind of insights that you get from this. We can change this chart as well. Okay, for this place, you can actually use Ctrl-Z in this environment. If you want to take back, undo something, so you can actually use Ctrl-Z here. But when you're transforming your data, you can't use Ctrl-Z. So you might want to use any other, you might want to use the map. It's also going to tell you the same thing. It's also going to tell you the same thing. You'll be able to deduce by the size of the circle, which one has the highest unit sold. So when you just click on it, you'd see it. So the unit sold here is 247,000 in Canada. This is in France. This one is in United States. So you can use anything you want to use. Should we just stick to this one? Have we done this?
Yeah.
Okay. So which other question do we want to ask? Which other question do we think we can ask this data?
Highest profit per month.
Highest profit per month. Okay. So this is where I would say that, okay, so is it going to be by products, by country, by what do you want to know the highest profit per month?
By both of them, product and country.
Products and country. Okay, so we already have the what's it called, the profit by product here. This has given us answer to the profit by products. This has given us the profits, the units sold. So we can want to introduce slicer here. We introduce the slicer. Let me take this one. So this is where the slicer is. We want to introduce the slicer. So we want to put let's say country. We want to put country here. So based on this report that we have here now, you might just click on Canada and it will only give you the data for Canada. So what you have here is the profits, even the highest products, that's the highest profit that is made by products in Canada. That's what you're seeing here. So what this slicer is doing is like, it will make you it will focus your reports on what you actually need. What you actually need, like now you want to know if it is, you want to know the country, you want to know which country is giving you the highest, what's it called, the highest units sold, just like we have here. So it's just going to leave out the other country. It will leave out the other countries and focus only on the Canada. So so this thing is like a connector. It connects whatever you have on your reports. It connects it. You can create multiple slicers. You can say, okay, you want to, I'm coming. So you can clear what you have filtered. Then you can say you want to bring in slicer for month. Okay, I think you mentioned month by month. So if you want to know by month, you bring in your month here. So these are the months that we have in this data. So you want to know for April now. You want to know for April. So these are the things that you sold, the profit you
Who asked you
made.
to bring it?
I'm sorry, is that for me?
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, so these are the months that we have in this. So you can decide to choose any month. As if you look at it, as I'm choosing different months, you are seeing that it is, changing. What we have here is changing. So this one is the profits that you made in December by products. This is the units sold by country in December. So it focuses your report, makes you focus that, oh, this is what we have here, this is what you have here. Then I'm coming. Okay, so okay, everybody should have this. So if you go to your, if you click on your slicer, and then you go to the format your visual, you go to the slicer settings, you see different options here. So the option you are seeing here, this is a vertical list. You can arrange you can arrange whatever you have brought in your slicer. You can arrange it the way you want to, you choose to arrange it. You can arrange using this vertical list. That's what we have here. You can also do tile. Depends on what you want to do, how you want your reports to look like. You can also say you want a drop down, maybe because it is too long. Then when you see, you just check whatever you want to check, and then we keep it like that. So let's just leave it like this, and let's do the same for this one. Do a drop down, and then we'll also keep it here. Okay, I've already done that. Yeah. What of others? What have we done? Have we done it?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So which other question should we look at? So we can even check, we can check the profits by country. This is units sold by country. We can check the profits sold by country. So you bring your profits, bring your country. This just tells you the profits by country. Let me see. So we can use a line chart. So what this one is telling you now is that if you look at the line charts, Canada sold the highest, then you see that the other countries, you see what they are selling. You see what they are selling. So to give you that view of how how your products are doing in each country. So what other question can we ask this data? What other question can we ask the data?
Can we arrange maybe the profit based on ascending order? Maybe on a yearly basis.
Okay, on a yearly basis. That's the profit by
Maybe by country.
okay. So
To see how we can use maybe top, something like top 3, top
okay,
5.
the top, okay,
Something like that.
okay. Okay, so we can, that's where you see your filters. So you want to use your filter to do some things. So you want to see so because this one, the countries are not too, that we don't have so many countries here. So this one may not give you what you really want. But let's see. Let's use okay, let's use bottom. Let's use bottom. So drag and drop here. And then, okay, I'm still on the same. Okay, I'm coming. Okay. Just say, let's say the 5, and then you. Okay.
Can we say the, for instance, in 2019, the top 3 months, maybe something like that.
In 2019.
I think it's 2018 and 2019 we have. So maybe, for instance, in 2019, the top 3 months with the highest, or the months with the highest sales, highest profit.
The months with the highest profit. So first, let's bring in. So you said this with the months, right?
Yes, with the
Months.
highest profits.
The month with the highest profit. Okay. So we can bring in our month. I mean, we bring in our products, we bring in our month, and then we have it like this. So already is arranged in the months by months, that the month that has brought in the highest profits. But let's see.
So can we have a slicer for year? So you can click on 2018, it will show you, then 2019 will show you.
Okay, so let's have the slicer for, so the one we have here is for months. So let's bring in the slicer for, come in, let me just make this smaller. Okay, so let's bring in our slicer. Then we bring in our year. Okay, so I like to format the slicer. Let's have it as drop down. Okay. Okay. So if you are looking for the one of the year, so we pick in 2018, we pick 2018. So the reports that we are seeing here, like I said, once you have your slicer, everything is connected. Everything, whatever thing you click on your slicer, if you want to see only the 2018, that's what you get to see here. So I've unchecked it, it's showing all the data, but if you click on it, so this is the data for 2018. Profits by month, 2018. The country, profits by country, 2018. The units sold by country in 2018. The profits by products in 2018. Does this answer your question?
Yes, can you click on 2019 too? Just want to see if it's the same, if it's still
Okay.
October.
Okay.
Just
Okay. So this is for 2019.
okay, it's still October. Okay. Okay, it has answered my question. Although for 2018, the months are, that means they didn't have sales for all the months, maybe. Because I'm not seeing
The
for
sales for all the
2018.
months.
For 2018.
Okay.
If you click on 2018, you see we are having just 4 months.
Okay, okay.
And so I guess maybe it's just towards the end of the year they had their
Yeah, this is for the last quarter of the year.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so this is let me see. Okay, so if you want to like have a different view, you want to see, you want to like, you know, change maybe the color of your dashboard, how you want it to look like, you can go to your view button here and then try to select anything. So if you select, you can see that it is changing. You see that it's changing, the environment is changing, the color is changing. However you want your report to look like, you can just play around the tools here. You can just play around the tools here and pick whatever you wish to pick. Just take it down. Okay. Yeah, so you can have it like this, and then we are done. So what other question? We've not worked with the revenue. So what question can we try to answer here?
product with the highest revenue.
Okay, products with the highest revenue. Okay, can ask that too. So if you want to ask the products with the highest revenue, what are the things that we need based on what we have been doing since?
Products and revenue.
Okay. Let me use something different for this, just a minute. So we have different, yeah. Okay, so we'll work with this. Okay, so now I want to do the products. I want to do the products by revenue. Okay, so we bring in the products and then we bring in the revenue. So what kind of visual should we use for this one? What kind of visual can we use for this one?
Donuts or
Donuts
somehow.
is, yeah, somehow. So want to know the revenue by product. Okay.
I think this is okay.
Yeah. Okay, so now we are seeing it. The highest revenue by products is the chocolate chip. I mean, if you want to like advise this company now, with this data that we have created, what can we even tell them? What's based on what we have seen, the insights that we have been getting? What can we advise this company?
You should produce more chocolate chips because that's bringing in more revenue for them. That's
Okay.
the product.
Okay, that's one. What other thing can you advise them?
They should also ensure that they maintain their sales in Canada, because I think that's where they have the highest sales. I think it will also help them to look at where their sales, they are not really selling. So to see if they need to leave that market or if they need to maybe put in more effort, if it's marketing or whatever they need to do in that country.
Exactly.
They can compare differences between companies where they are selling the most and where they are lagging behind, and see what is happening in those markets and see what are similar and differences. So this can help them make better decisions. And also we can see that towards the end of the year, the sales is declining, like some of profit by month. So from October to December, it's also going down.
Okay. That's it too. Let's see the 2019. Let's even see all the, let's clear the selection. So you said that the sales were dropping in, but if you look at
they have higher sales towards the end of the October, towards the end of the year. But if you look at like March, May, you see that's where they have the lowest sales. So is it a seasonal cookies? Cookies are not so if it's not a seasonal product, so what's the reason for the drop in sales at that in those months? And
yeah,
it's something they can also look at. And for companies that have seasonal products, they can also find other ways to also utilize their capacity within that months that they are not really selling much of the cookies.
Exactly. So like the whole idea of this, you can you can even decide to let's name this page. You can decide to even separate the reports and maybe say, well, you want to check the profitability of this company, of your company now. You want to check the profitability, but also say that you want to check, what else can we check? Just to make the reports look, attractive, fine, and important, You can just name your page, all these your pages here, you name your dashboard. It is important that we name them. So we want to name this one, maybe profitability. Yeah, so we want to know, so everything that will be on this dashboard should be just the profits. So they want to see the profits. Not these other questions of units sold by country. I want to check, okay, I want to open a dashboard and just say, okay, this one is, maybe we can name this one. You can name this one performance by country. And then start building your data around that. You start building your visualization around that. So, like we all said, all these things that we are doing, all these reports that we're trying to generate, they have a reason. They have their own need. So you want to be able to give your company a report. You want to be able to give your company and report what is happening, and give them, based on the insight they have gotten, you want them to be able to make better decision. You want them to be able to make not just the better decision, informed decision, because all this that we have done here is going to make them informed that this is what is happening in the company at the moment, and these are the places that we need to focus more on. These are the places that we need to improve. We need to improve our sales, either maybe by marketing, you want to do some other things. So that's what this report is about. And we have pretty much answered everything. So there are still other questions that we would like to ask our data. So what other questions do we want to ask our data? Check the chat box. Please, is everybody following? And do we even have we gotten to this stage? Do we have our 3 slicers? Do we have all the questions that we've asked? We've asked 5 questions now. Do we have them?
Yeah, I have 5.
Okay, yes, 5. What of others? Do you have your slicers too?
Yeah.
Wait again, is not everybody that is answering? Like, is not everybody that is following?
Yes, I'm following, but I'm on the road. But I'm following everything. Thank you.
Wow. Okay, no problem. Wait again.
I got
Yeah.
lost around this Liza area, but I was thinking I would watch the video after, then just catch up.
No, we can actually come back. No, please draw me back. That's the idea. We need to understand everything. We need to understand everything. No? So what is it about the slides that you have not gotten? Because it's really important that we all understand this. We're on the same page.
While you were going on with the presentation, when you got to the slicer part, I think I had a problem with my laptop, so I now had to quickly come back, and I noticed I now got stuck, because once we press the slicer, I'm having different data here. So I think I would better prefer to watch the video all over again, which I will do immediately we finish. Let me not drag you back. Let me let you go on.
Okay,
because
so you know that
despite the fact that I get the whole concept on how we can use it to present whatever information we need for our organization, what you can filter, how you can pick it from the data points and do your presentation. So yes, I get that concept. But just the area of slicing the data and all, I think I can actually catch up on that when I watch after. So just kindly go ahead.
okay. Is your laptop on now?
Yes, it is on now. It is on now.
But
I was not working with
answers?
different.
Okay.
I was not really working with the questions. I was then forming my own question when my laptop gave me issues. So I was just following, okay, well, this is what to do. So I was picking different data. I was checking, revenue units sold per country, just making sure that I understand all that.
Okay.
So it's not the particular thing you were then picking is me. I was just picking my own. Okay, so right now, at least I'm comfortable around that area.
Okay. Maybe you want to teach us, or you want to give us the questions that you were doing so we can answer it. Let everybody know. Let everybody understand what we are doing. But for the slicer parts, it's not so much of a drag back. So it's just you picking. So you have the visualization board here, where you can select whatever visuals you want to like use your data to represent.
Yes.
So this is the slicer here. You want to pick the slicer. You can just click on it. Have you done that?
Yes.
Okay, so when you click on it, you can select anything that you want to slice. Do you get anything that you want to filter? You can select it. So you want to, I mean, we've done the one for year in this place. Maybe let's just say month.
No. Okay.
So just the way I picked for month here, you can also pick for year. You can pick
But
for
you
year.
actually
So
you picked product actually, right?
yeah, I picked products.
Okay.
I picked products because we already have our year in this place.
Yes, okay.
So I pick products. Another thing that you can do in this place, another thing you can do with this slicer now is that you can select how you want to see it. So come in. So you can go to your what's it called? Your format your visual. What I just clicked on now.
Okay.
Yes. So you go to your slicer settings.
Mm-hmm.
Then you see the style. So you want to change the style of the slicer. The style that I've seen, you want to change it. So you go to, so you click on the arrow here to take you down. Then you can pick drop down. That's why we have it like this. So because of maybe you're managing space and all of that. But then by the time you are done with that, you can click on the drop down. What do you want to see? You want to see fortune cookie. How is fortune cookie doing in the market? By country, what was the contribution? Fortune cookie.
Oh, okay.
What's the profit by country? So anything that you do in this place is like it's giving you a focus.
It's changing my graph. Exactly. Focus. Okay,
Yeah. So it's focusing on a particular information. So maybe you're doing slicer because you probably don't want to see. Okay, I don't want to see all the reports, the lump sum of the report. You don't want to see everything together. You just want to see some specific ones. Maybe you want to go and give maybe a presentation, and you want to talk like, okay, well, based on what I have done, this is what my report is saying. I mean, this is the reports of each. But I want to give yourself maybe too much of stress and say, okay, this is the one of fortune cookie. This is how fortune cookie is doing. This is how chocolate is doing. This is how sugar is doing. You get, so you can just pick anything.
Anything, okay.
So if you also want to, so you got that right. So if you want to clear what you
very clear.
So you just go up here, you see this clear selections, you clear selections, and then it goes back to everything, showing everything.
Everything. Yeah, the default setting.
Yes, it goes back to default setting. So
thank you very much. I do appreciate it.
You're welcome. So you can do the one for country, do the one for month, do the one for year.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very clear. Very clear.
All right. Who else? Who wants to share? What have you done? Can we see?
I wanted to say something.
Okay.
It's not like a question. One of the questions that we could ask, we could ask. So okay. I was thinking the units sold by the month in like maybe a line graph, just to check for seasonality, to know if there are months where it spikes, and if there's something probably happening that month, and that's why.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's do that. So you want to know the units sold by month. Okay. Let's bring it down here. Oh, I'm coming. Let me remove it here. Let's go to this place. Let's units sold by month. Okay. Okay. So we have the units sold by month, yeah? Okay, you said you want the line charts. Okay. So this is the line chart here. So in October, we sold 201,000. You know, I think the sales of this particular company is probably seasonal. I think it's probably seasonal. That's what I think. So this is it here. So what else do we want to know here? What else do we want to know here? Noya, does this answer the question?
So yeah, it probably does. But I was thinking, could we put a slicer for the year?
Okay.
Yeah, and so we could see how what's the word? So we could see how it happens. You know, I know that we have just the last quarter of 2018, data for the last quarter of 2018, and then we now have for the whole year for 2019. So I was thinking maybe we could do like a slicer for the
we should
year.
add
We could compare the last quarters.
Okay, should we put the one for the year too?
Ma?
Okay. I said, should we put the one for the year too?
Yeah, slicer for the year rather than months.
Rather than months, yeah. Okay. Let's remove this and bring in this slicer. Then the year. Okay.
Can we also add something? Probably a slicer for the products. Because what we have now, the units sold by months and all that. So there's a possibility we have particular products that are sold. Maybe you have more sales of that product towards the end of the year, something like that, just to see. So maybe a slicer by products too.
Okay. So we did that here. We did the slicer by product here. I don't know if you.
Okay, so okay.
Okay, so which one? What do you want us to?
I just want, for instance, for sugar now. Okay, sugar might be all the year. Sneaker doodle or whatever.
Sneaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really have. There's not much change.
Exactly. I think it's just the type. It's just the type of data that we have. Yeah, this one is just this is just like an online data like that. I think I have better data like normal. I don't think any company should be running like this in a year. I don't think so. Because if you're not really making so much of a profit from the beginning of the year, so why is the company still in existence?
I was just trying to see maybe there's a high demand for a certain
For a certain
product.
product.
So towards the
Okay.
end of the year.
Okay.
Maybe sugar for baking, maybe festive period, something like that.
Maybe have we
Right.
done revenue by product? Have we done?
Yeah,
Okay,
we
this
have.
is here.
That's it.
So this is what's okay. Then maybe we should probably add month to this. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Let's come here. Let me see if we can do revenue by product and by product and by month. Okay. So let's take the product. Where is the product now? Product revenue. Okay, so what should we use now? What should we use? Let's see. Nope. No. This one is not giving.
No.
No, it's not giving. What's best that we can use now? Because that's not giving. Okay, I think I know why. So we may have to check the month. So we can put month here and then can bring in months here
As a slicer.
as a slicer. And then, yeah. So let's
Is it
close.
connected?
Yes, it is. Let's clear the formatting here. Clear it here. It's connected. It's connected. This one is units sold. This is units sold by month. Okay, let's put product by month here. Instead, let's put products. Yeah. No,
Why is it showing like that?
I think, let me see. Products. Is this, I think is the field. Let's put the month down.
Okay, 2018, maybe no sales.
Oh,
Your filter, your slicer.
it's showing 2018.
Let's
Oh,
try 2019. Maybe it's still the same thing.
still the same. Okay, so let's move to y-axis. Okay. So let's remove it first. So we have the products, and we have the month. So which one can we use? It's giving us,
Can we add like values? I mean, either revenue or profits or the units
Okay.
sold.
Hmm.
you said, say that again.
I say yes.
We could add values, either revenue or the profit or the units sold, just numbers.
Okay. Okay, so let's add the revenue. But this is the suggested, what's it called? This is the suggested visualization. Oh, let's see. This is not giving.
Yeah, we could use maybe cost that, or the other one. What's the one beside it? Stack or something.
Hmm. You can see it's the general trend for all the products.
And the products.
It's the general trend.
Can we try using stacked? No, stack bar chart. No, the second. I think the second one on the line. Chinyere. Chinyere Monye.
Oh, no, this one is not. This one, this is not.
So I'm thinking the months need to be on the other axis, like while the products should be the ones in the bar.
Okay.
Just something.
So you said.
So I'm saying what I said was, so months will be the one on the I don't know the technical word to use, but if we are for that graph, so that we don't have too many colored, because it seemed like the months were the ones in colors. We were differentiating
Yeah,
each by the months, right? So I was thinking that instead of months, it should be the products that will take that form. While
which one takes the other?
while the months will stay on the axis.
And then the products.
The product will be the differentiator, the one that is taking up the colored columns.
Okay, so let's remove the products first. We put the month. No,
no, your slicer is on January, that's why.
Okay.
And then you put the product, I was thinking.
Okay.
So it seems that we have gotten something else entirely.
Okay, so this one is showing us. So fortune cookie is not it at all. So if you scroll down, you see the other report for other months. And this is all the, this is all the, so if you want to see for 2018, let's see, this is for 2018. 2018 only has October, September, November, and December. And we are seeing the fortune cookies to be the least. So is this one I want to see?
This is not even what I imagine it will look like, self. I thought that they were going to just switch roles rather than
Yeah.
change entirely.
But I think this one too also gives that, also gives you that thing that you really want. Even if it is too much, maybe when you want to even export something like this. Okay, so what other thing can we ask our data? I mean, we've done we've checked for the profits by products. And the profit by product is for you to know how much each, what's the profit that you're generating on each product. We've checked that one. And we know that
Have
chocolate.
we checked sales of products by country, something like that?
Sales of products by country.
Different
Okay.
products and by the
Yes.
country.
I think we've not checked the sales of product by country. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so we said sales by country. Okay, so let's use map for this one.
Did you put product?
No, this is by revenue by country. That's sales by country.
Okay, I was looking at products by country.
Okay, products by country. Okay, let's keep this one here. Products by country, you said. Okay. Yes, I'm not saying there's something wrong with this. Let me remove it first. I'm not sure. No, we can't have it this way. No, not working.
Okay.
Not. So it is only picking. It's only picking the country, but it's not picking the products. Okay, I might need to check this one. We'll have to check it later. Maybe it has something to do with. Not this one. Still not sure.
Okay, let's leave it now. Since it's not
This one is okay. These are all the products. Can't. I'm coming. Can't. Let me remove this. Can't count products. Products. Supposed to. Yeah, the formatting is correct. Okay, we'll work on this one. Since we can't get it here like this, so we'll work on this one. So far, have we all gotten to this point so far? Because this particular class is just supposed to introduce us to Power BI. Then supposed to introduce us to Power BI, and this one we haven't gone past introduction to Power BI, but we need to know if everybody is following and everybody understands. I want to see if everybody is following. So who wants to share screen? No share screen. Once you are done sharing screen. What did you say?
I said we are with you.
You don't want to share screen. Let's see where you have gotten to.
we are following you. We'll go back and
The way you sound is like, are you sure you have been doing this thing? Are we sure that I've been doing this thing? Someone is laughing. Okay, so if you want to There are other things, right, that we can do, like we can connect different data. Maybe by the time we're even able to connect, we'll be able to do some other functions, be able to play around some of all these things. But because we are still learning the basic things, like this is a form of introduction to what Power BI looks like. And even with this one now we are sure of what Power BI is about. We are sure of, if someone asks us now that what is Power BI, what do you want to, why Power BI? We cannot answer that question. We know what Power BI is used for. We now know how to import data. Who does not know how to import data here? If you don't know how to import data, maybe we can like talk about it now. We all know how to import data, right? Because that's the...
Yeah. Should we go back again?
Yes. Yes. Okay, the importing. You want us to go over the importing again?
Yes.
And then again, Eniola, I also wanted to add to that. Now, supposing the file we've worked on now is being updated every week,
Okay.
right? And I want to maintain. I don't want to go over this setup every week.
Mm-hmm.
I just want that same data that I've uploaded, which I've worked on now,
Mm-hmm.
being updated, you know, when I want to produce the report, maybe every Friday, things like that.
Okay. Okay.
How do you go about that? Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So for that, one thing that this Power BI desktop is good for is the fact that if you're importing from Excel, say for instance now, you're importing from Excel, any data that you import from Excel, if you alter the data on the Excel sheet, it's going to impact your report. So it's like there is a direct connection, except you added new columns, maybe you added new columns. That's when you are doing your data modeling, or you're working on when you are transforming data, then you add new columns. These are columns, like this date, month, year. Except you do that, then it will not sync to what you have altered in your Excel sheet. But if you have not altered anything on this environment within your Power BI environment, then whatever thing you do on your Excel is going to be automatically updated on your Power BI, on the reports that you have created. I don't know if you understand me. So you probably do not have to go over the report again like that.
But what happened if the the column is not the column now, the row increases, like you've added to it?
Okay, if you have added to it, it means that you have to come to it two ways. Either you come to this Power BI what's called environment to work on it again, like to add whatever thing that you want to update. Either you come here to do it again, or those things that you changed, those changes that you made when you're trying to transform your data, those changes that you made on your Power BI, you also make the same changes on your Excel sheets. So it's like you're doing, exactly. So it's like what you have on your Excel sheets is what you also have here.
But is there a way to bring the data in again, to override still the same column? Nothing has changed except that the number, the row has, the row has been either increased or decreased, to override what I imported earlier.
Okay, that if you can override.
Yeah, now we have this file, the financial, the one we just worked on to generate this dashboard.
Okay.
Right. And the column, that same file, maybe my team, they've worked on it, or sales has increased and numbers has grown up. Things has grown up. And I want to bring in the same file again.
Okay.
right?
Okay,
But
okay.
from what you are saying, if I have to do it on the Power BI desktop, it means I want to bring in maybe 200 rows. I mean, that might be too much to do, right? Now, I then want to bring in the file afresh, which
Okay.
is where you want to take us to. To
Okay.
import the file afresh, to
Okay.
override to override this one that we've done so far, so that I don't have to do the design. I mean, start
All over,
again.
so that you don't have to start all over, right?
Yes.
Okay. So as long as if you have saved this data, if you have saved this particular one that you are working on, it is,
Yes.
if you have saved it, it is already saved. If you want to bring in a new workbook, then it is going to take it as new. But what Power BI usually do is to automatically update. So it's like it automatically updates what you have on your Excel or what you have on your Excel or any external data. So it automatically does the updating for you. So the overriding, in case you want to override, maybe I've not really explored that one. I've not really explored. So what I do normally is, if I want to create another one, this particular what's it called that we're working on, I've worked on it before. I have my own data. This one that we're working on, I have it before. It's still here, but there is no changes. So I had to open a new one. Do you get? So it's not really overriding, so to say, because you have saved it already.
Okay.
Are you getting me? You saved it already, but in case if there is, I have not really explored that, but in case if there's going to be an override, I probably would check and then get back to you on that.
Thank you. Thank you.
But for now, anything that you do, all you just need to do is to just refresh. If you are bringing in anything new, all you just have to do is to refresh. So it automatically syncs. So whenever you refresh, it's going to, if you have altered your Excel sheet before, if you have altered it, your Excel sheet, you just come here, open the same document, and then click on refresh.
Okay.
It's going to refresh. Then if it comes up, fine. That means it's automatically connected. But if it doesn't come up, then that means you probably have to bring it in as a new data.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. So okay, Kolade asked us to go back on importing data. So I said earlier that if you want to import data, you come to this your get data. You can go directly from here, this Excel workbook, or come to this one so that you see, to give you an option to give you different option.
Sorry, can you do it on a new sheet?
Okay. My system is even lagging right now. But save. Okay. Oh, it's going to stop sharing now. Okay, so let me just open again. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so if you look at this, is it now. If you want to Okay. Was it Joshua that asked me the question? So this was the first one. I'm coming there. Just this was the first one that I did, and this is the one for the class now. So you see that there are two different documents. So if you want to get your data, Kolade. So you click on get data, and then depending on where you want to, the type of file that you want to bring in. It could be CSV, it could be Excel, you could want to connect to SQL Server database. It could be online, your SharePoint folder, anywhere. We are looking at Excel workbook. So you click on Excel workbook, and then let me float. Let me remove this so you'll be able to see. Okay, so you now click on connect. Then to take you to what you want to work with. So let's say this is the Kelvin cookie. Then you open it. You select, you make sure you check this button here, and then it has loaded all you want.
Sorry, why didn't you click 3 of them?
No, you can't click 3 of them because this one, it only reads tables, and this one now is not a table, this sheet one. So there's nothing there.
Okay.
There's nothing there.
The cookie sales group, there's nothing there.
The cookie sales, there's something there. You can load cookie sales. It's seeing 2 things. You can load cookie sales or you load the financials. But it's showing that financials is a table. What do you say?
Are they the same, cookie sales or financials?
It's the same thing. They are not
Okay.
different. It's the same thing. This is it. It's the same thing.
Okay, so let's just say we click this one.
Okay. So you load the data. If
No,
you want
why not doing transform?
Okay, you want us to transform.
No, I'm just asking.
Is the reason why I don't want to click transform is because we have done all the things that we need to do with the first data, except you want us to go over it again and all of that. So in the transforming, you want to take away the things that you don't want to do. You want to do some sort of cleaning. You want to do some sort of cleaning. And this one does not really need to be cleaned.
Okay.
Even if we have done, except you joined late, except that we took out some, I think we took out the cost per cookie. We don't really need this data. We don't need this information. So to take it out, you click on it, you highlight it, then you right click, and then you remove. Then we also took out the month by number. If you don't need it, you also right click and remove. Then we also change the name. We also change this one to just month, and then we are done. We are done. So it's in this place that when you want to
add, what you're talking about. Though.
What do you say?
I cannot see all these things you're talking about.
Wow. Am I not sharing screen?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was sharing now. Ew. Where is
I can
it?
see your screen.
You can see it. Where is?
What me I can see is add data to your reports.
Add data to your reports. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that screen where
that beginning side where you just want to add data.
Field.
Oh, I've passed there. See me doing.
I thought I was share.
Let me say I have to reshare. Yeah. And I hid this thing. Where is it now? I can't find my Zoom. Escape. Why is it not showing? Okay, okay. Thank you. Oh, it's post share. So which one are you saying now?
Still the same thing.
Okay, let me stop share and reshare. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So let me. Okay. Let me just share again. This. Okay, so. Okay. Like I said, you like get your data. Outcome is just slow. Yeah, so you get your data from your workbook, and then you connect Kevin cookies, okay. Then we're working on the cookie sales. So it will load, and then, okay, so we stopped at this transforming, right?
Yes, that's all stopped.
Okay. To remove this transform. Just so you click on, we're trying to transform, you transform data. Can you still see my screen?
Yeah.
So what are you seeing? You are seeing that after I clicked on transform, you are seeing what is there, right?
No, I can see our data to your reports.
Add data to
First page again. You're about to we stop sharing now.
let me share again. When you open a new, what's it called? Then it usually stop share automatically. So can you see it now?
Yes, I can see it now.
Okay. So you are seeing the cookie sales too. Okay, there was one here before. You are seeing cookie sales too, right?
Yes, I can see that.
Okay. So what I was saying before was that if you want to transfer, basically what you're doing is that you want to clean the data. You want to clean it, or you probably want to like make some adjustments. You want to make some adjustments, you want to like do anything, you want to query the data that you have here. So this is the Power Query. So we said that what we did before was that we tried to remove the cost per cookie. We thought it's not going to be relevant for the analysis that we wanted to do. Then we said, oh, maybe the month number too might not be relevant. We took it out. Then we also renamed this. We renamed this to, we just left it as month, just to be more concise. So, and that was what we did. So once you are done with this, then you close and apply. But before that, if you feel like you do not want to, you want to go back on what you have done, you can't use Ctrl-Z in this place. So you have to look at the steps that you have applied, which is on this part of the app. So what you can do is to, delete it from here. So if you delete it, the last thing you did is going to also change back to the default. We changed this one. We removed this name from this one. So it's because we said, okay, we don't want to remove it again. We just want to maintain it the way it is. So instead of doing Ctrl-Z, the only thing you can do is to delete this side. So, but let's take it back. The same as the other ones that you have removed too. So you would also remove columns and then it will take it back. So let's still maintain So you click enter. Then when you are done with whatever you are doing, if you feel like your data is okay, then you can continue. So you close and apply.
So
Okay.
when those query settings on the right, when they disappear, like how do you bring them back?
Okay. Now we have even closed and okay. I think we're out of time, but when you
Yeah,
open,
sorry,
where are
everybody.
you now? Where are you now? Because I don't
I'm
want
sure I can do everything, but like that the field on the right, whenever it disappears, like where do you bring it? How do you bring it out? Well,
if it disappears, like how does it disappear? Your steps is supposed to show. So it's
that's
either
what I'm
tell you
confused.
to remove.
You know, like there's a field on the right where there's query settings and all those things. Like if
Yes.
it's not coming up, how do you bring it up?
Oh, it's supposed to come up automatically, but if it that means I have to load another one here to show you, and then we are probably out of time. So if you don't mind, we can talk about this after this session.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah. All right. So I think this is the end of today's class, and I hope we all learned one or two things. Just to recap, we had a general overview of the Power BI. We talked about its usefulness, what it is used for. We talked about how to import data, and then we tried to create a simple visualization. Then the thing that we did not do was to save and publish. I think we've not done that, but in the next meeting, we'll be able to do more of this. We'll go into the data modeling proper, and then we'll be able to save and publish. Thank you, guys. I hope we all learned.
Yes, we did. Thank you very
so
much.
Thank you, Anila. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eniola.
Yeah, thank you. So,
And please don't forget to share the video.
okay. Oh yeah, we'll do that. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.